Okay, this is the answer to a worldly question that was asked of me. I would ask for questions because I'm going to start connecting with the Council of Nine and just posting the answer to a question every week if I receive questions from people. And I ask for something that would be something that everyone could benefit from. And so the question that I'm answering this week is around illusion and the idea that the life we are living is like an illusion that we are creating. And I had once said to this person, a world that seems very real is like a game that we are all playing. So they're looking for a little bit more clarity around the idea that life is an illusion, something that we're creating ourselves, that we're creating this game board that we're all playing together. So today I'm connecting with the Council of Nine, and I'm just going to take a moment to tone and connect and ask them to give more clarity around this idea that life is an illusion. Greetings, beloveds. Greetings from the love and light of the Creator. Greetings from the great central sun as we come before you and we say to you that it is our great joy and delight to be standing before those who are of curious hearts, who are ready to expand and grow into the potential of all that is available to you in these times, to those who are ready to expand and grow out of what has been considered the norm of your existence for so long. For indeed, science and the new way and the new energy is shattering what you once believed to be reality into a much greater possibility. And so today we have been asked to speak about this concept of illusion, and we are delighted to expand on this for you. For you see, beloveds, when you came into this game that is called planet Earth, you agreed to come to the planet that has fallen to the deepest, darkest aspect that any soul would allow itself to be created into. And we would say that in order to experience the depth of the separation that the soul chooses to experience on this planet Earth, you needed to create an illusion for yourselves, an illusion that would allow you to forget everything you knew and pretend that you were ignorant and you were just learning from the experience that you were living in the earth, so that you could have the deep forgetting and find your way back to the remembering. That is the whole reason for being on earth. There is so much soul expansion from choosing to be incarnate upon the earth, because you fall so deeply from what you knew that it takes great integrity, great desire from the soul, great belief in the possibility of love to find your way out of that and back into the truth of who you are as a soul that has a spark of creation within you. And so you create this illusion. And the way the illusion is created is through the pineal gland in your mind, that you actually dream up what it is that you are choosing your life to be, and in a sense you project it. Imagine that there is a projector within your mind, within that beautiful head, and it's projecting out your third eye, and so you project this image out, and then your physical eyes see that image, just like being in a theater and you see the image on the screen, except the screen goes all the way around, all the way above and below. It's like you're in a bubble that is projecting the screen, so that you don't know that you're in the theater looking at the screen. And that projection then is interpreted back into the mind through the eyes and considered to be reality. In truth, it is a projection that's coming from your mind based on what you choose to have in your life experience. Roshana had an experience one where she was on a walk with a friend, and Roshana is very much a nature lover. She notices everything that's around her when she is in the outdoors. It is magical, and she delights in every little thing, from seeing a leaf fall to the ground to a bird flying through the sky. And her friend is more cerebral, we could say, less connected to the natural world. And so they were walking along this trail, and Roshana said, "Oh, look at the little squirrel." And the friend said, "Where?" And Roshana said, "Right there." And the friend said, "I don't see it." And Roshana said, "Right there on that tree." And then it took a couple of more moments before the friend actually saw the squirrel. And after that experience, what Roshana realized was the squirrel was not part of her friend's reality. It was not part of what her friend was creating for herself in that experience, until Roshana drew so much attention to it that her friend then had to bring it into her own experience. So we hope this gives you some more clarity around how this works, this illusion that you create. We would also say that every aspect of what you see is interpreted through the eyes and then through the mind. And so based on your life experiences, you will see an event that will have a much different emotional impact on you than perhaps the person standing beside you seeing the same event, because you are creating your life. You are creating based on the experiences that you've already have. It's part of losing that innocence, is having so much history that you then come to expect situations to repeat themselves instead of being fully present in the moment and seeing it as a fresh moment. And so when you see an event, let's say it is a car accident, perhaps you were in a car accident when you were a teenager, and it brings back all these memories, and you see it flashing before you, and the car accident seems much more serious and emotional and traumatic for you. The friend who's standing beside you has never experienced such a thing, and so they are seeing with a different viewpoint, with different eyes, and so they may be able to retell what happened with more clarity than you, because you dropped into an emotional state when you witnessed the car accident. So same event, but two different interpretations. And we would say that there is also the mass consciousness, an agreement of all humans together of what the earth looks like, what certain events are. We all drive down the same street in the city because we have come into agreement that we are going to share this experience for ourselves. We are going to live in this city, even though you don't know exactly how the person sitting beside you in the car is interpreting the street that you're driving down. You both know that you're driving down Smith Avenue. And so again, it has its own individual interpretation, but also an overall agreement in the consciousness of all that this city has Smith Avenue that faces north, and along you go. And so we hope this brings more clarity about the thought that life is a grand game that you are playing. For Roshana has seen this many times in her own experience. When you change your belief systems, you change what your life experience is. And that's because your life is being created through this projector, what you're choosing to see, what you're choosing to create for yourself. When you change your belief system, you no longer need to see the same thing in order for you to have that experience to learn and grow from. You've received all that you needed from that, and so now you can see something differently. It doesn't have the same response for you because you've received what you wanted from that movie, that play, that theater that you decided to create in that moment. And so your play can change in this way. And we would like you to know then from this that anything is possible, beloveds, and trust and know that your life can change in dramatic ways based on what you are allowing yourself to experience, how you are allowing life to flow through you. It is like in one moment, life is beautiful and everything is perfect, and in the next moment, perhaps a loved one becomes very ill and suddenly your life changes. It can change in the negative. It can also change in a very positive way, that you've been choosing a life experience that you feel will enhance your pleasure and your enjoyment in life, and suddenly you find yourself living that. So believe, beloveds, that anything is possible in the way of creating your dreams as much as in the way of negative experiences coming into your life. It is much easier to connect with the negative experiences because of your history than to believe that your dreams are possible, but it is all just an adjustment in the mind. And so, if you are dreaming, which you are, if you are dreaming your life into reality, then we would say, make the dream beautiful, beloveds. Keep your focus on everything that you would ever desire, and trust and know that the highest aspect of who you are will bring that into your life experience. And the more you expect to see it with a gentle invitation, without grabbing and reaching, because that pushes it away, just a gentle invitation that this is what you would like to receive in your life, and then trust and know that it will become a part of your experience as well. And so we hope that this has brought clarity to this question, and we are deeply grateful to have this opportunity to speak to all of you who are listening to this message at any time, to say, beloveds, we are watching over you, we are witnessing you, we are supporting you, and we are saying to you that you are doing a beautiful job of recreating what it is to be human on this earth. For indeed the earth has shifted into a much lighter way of being, and that is an invitation to all of you. And so we would say, accept the invitation, let go of your troubles, they indeed are just an illusion, and create all the joy, grace, and happiness that you would ever desire. See with loving eyes, beloved, not with painful eyes. Open your loving eyes and see grace all around you, and that will become a part of your everyday experience. And so it is. So much thanks to the Council of Nine. Thanks for listening, and if you feel inspired to share this message, please do, so that more can benefit from the beautiful wisdom that comes from the Council of Nine. So much love.